Alright, good morning, good day, good evening. This is the African Crypto Warlord coming to you with a Bitcoin update. Our previous analysis, which I'll link maybe with a little white thing if I can remember, or at the end of the video, was pretty much calling this dumperoo from $41,600. Okay, what you can see here on the 1 minute is at least the second level of our weekly means. Okay, this will play into an integral part from stopping us from hitting liquidation station during this week. Okay, I'll just say this: keep above $40,035 across all exchanges, and it might be a somewhat bullish week. All right, but you keep below this, I'll show you where we go. Let's get on to 21 day. The 21 day is contracting was positively correlated with mean reversion. DLP is down. ALR is extending and trying to break through its first standard deviation. Red flashes are looking to switch off. Boom, you're looking for a continuation and dump. Here is the same thing. Let's get rid of those. Here is the same thing with regards to the 14 day. All right, 14 day is saying contraction and volatility. I just lost that RO. Why is it not coming back up? Anyway, DLP is going down. This is red, ALR is red, flashes are coming off. Contraction and volatility was positively correlated. You do look for continuation to the downside. Here is our 7-day Laplace distribution cones. The one on the left we already covered. Any closes below here, 42,700. We are technically looking for a $34,500 target. Furthermore, if it does slip this region, here's your next hopium buy at $30,000. Obviously, got to get through this point here at 38,100. Remember that mark, okay? I drew circles here. There's a circle from my previous analysis, and it says show 24-hour with 7-day circle. All right, so remember where that funny circle is. Remember where that is, and you'll see how we quantify this stuff. All right, contraction was positively correlated in a trend. Bitcoin gets quite dangerous. We will be able to figure out shortly. Oh, thanks. Well, my internet just switched off. Doesn't really matter. Contraction, looking to gain positive correlation, is mean reverting to the downside. Contracting into negative drift, looking to break the mean and push into the next SD down. Over here we have contraction was positively correlated, hitting a trend. This is on the 3-day. All right, we are pretty much, let's just zoom in, we're pretty much in trending mode. All right, let's say minus maybe an extra $100 at this 39K mark, and you're pushing on through. So here's our 24-hour. We'll cover this towards the end. So Bitcoin is technically in a dump mode, as you can see here, in trend. Pretty easy to say here, but it's just started to expand in volatility, so this trend might actually be able to have a huge outlier considering volatility is low and it's just started to get in positive correlation. Okay, now you can have an outlier event into one of those areas. We'll discuss this later. Here obviously big red candles to the downside, can break the trend here if it does dump through, but unlikely. This is on the 12-hour on max. Okay, then we have same thing. So the previous analysis was pretty much a whole bunch of negative drift. Now we've hit the expansion and volatility phase. All right, then I need this thing on. Come on, push box. All right, now we're still in an expansion mode to the downside. Have hit a third standard deviation move over here, at least on the 6-hour where we started on the 1 minute. You'll be able to see if it holds above 40 grand, this ALR and these outliers, and this will be the $40,035 mark. All right, here we have Bitcoin on the 3-hour with a drive of hidden bear div ROs going through. Same thing being picked up. If you can see here, any closes below $40,035, it's breaking down through its outlier event. All right, here is a nice place to start looking for. There's your last chance of hopium at 41,800. It does have to touch that target sometime in the future, but as we previously demarcated, there are other untouched weekly means that I has to go visit first. All right, here we have the 39,931 contracting, actually moving into a sneaky dump mode for continuation on the 45. I don't have my internet, so this is not going to be a good one on the lower term time frames here. Let's go have a look here. That's contracting was positively correlated, looking for a trend at least. So let's say any closes below $40,064, volatility will increase and this goes negative, thus the dump continues. Over here, this is on the 5 minute, contracting was positively correlated. Similar effect, any closes below that region, we have a dump continuation. 1 minute obviously paused as we've run out of internet. Well, not run out, fucking useless MTN. Alright, so thank you service provider, but what are we going to do? We are going to throw this thing onto the 24-hour over here and we're going to go big. Okay, so what you can see here, sorry, I need to put these on, is that same circle on the weekly is the top side of the cone. Alright, where's our weekly? I think it's the weekly. Bang on the money, bang on the money, show me the money. Alright, this region here is the top side of the weekly cone, which is this region here. Alright, that pink line is an untouched, if it will load, let's have a look, you see, is an untouched VRE level. So this is being quantified right now. As you can see, it's pretty much printed in at the same time, looking for mean reversion. Unfortunately, there is no maxed out volatility over here or even a zero volatility. Volatility didn't even max out altogether how I would like it. Maybe over here, one of these, this section here, and that tells you pretty much, if you see all these lines like this, all these columns like that in red, you start heading for the cone. Now where's the middle of the cone? Because this is a mean reversion strategy. Okay, middle of the cone is down here at again one of those lines we drew, pink line last night, 29,140 to 29,278. okay, that's your mean reversion. You need low volatility somewhere in between any one of these things to say, okay, your trend can still hold above. Where would I expect low volatility? Here at 36,000, here at 33,000, here at 30,600, here at 29,200, and here at 27,600. All right, to maintain a bullish market. As you can see, there are some other levels down here, but we will save that for when we get there, if we get there. I am looking for a touch on the top side of this cone. If you can hold the top side of the cone, then we can go back to the 7-day. All right, so that's the cone without the drift. Let's see the one with the drift. Where is it sitting? Here. Let's put the VREs on, quantify this baby, quick sticks. So your monthly, your untouched monthly, is also at the top side of the drift cone. Over here, technically it might be next week it gets down here. All right, that's a weekly at 36,000. So that's the top side of the cone, matching up with a daily 4 levels down. If you found this information helpful, please do like and subscribe. And thank you to the people that did like. I got 100 views, which is a seriously big thing for me. This never really happens. Let's see what 1 minute's doing. No refresh. This never really happens for me. So I can't appreciate guys enough. I'm 1 subscriber away from 200. Much love. African Crypto Warlord out. I will leave my Solana analysis up. Those targets hit very well. You can see where its continuation point is currently when this video gets up. If the internet is there, it's back. Then you'll see it's around about $88. That's the make or break point. Ethereum as well. Ethereum's a little bit harder to trade at the moment. It's not really following through as deep as possible, but you can see where it hit the top side of the cone, and it's just trying to retrace through like we have seen here on Biddy Shitty. Okay, I hope you guys have a good evening further. Much love. African Crypto Warlord out.